Welcome back, everyone, to the Viking LARPing campaign with me, Dwarf Pete. Where in the last episode, I know we said we were going to attack Frozenmaw, but I gave it like 3 shots yesterday, and I just could not find a way to win that war. So instead, we are going to overpower him by way of going for the original goal I had set out, which was to get board troll military. Which I think if we can get that, then Frozenmaw is an easy clap. But in order to do that, what I spied, at least for an opportunity, is that we're able to attack Gawed. And funnily enough, Nimskad will come in on this. And additionally, go ahead and prepare for a war, Nimskad. I think it might be possible to ally Laurent. Which I really wish I had done that like 3 attempts ago. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've put in the morale guy. I also wanted to postpone the war with Grombar because I want to finish the discipline ideas. And so yeah, we are going to go in for a war against Burglar himself, Turd Burglar. And nice, Eulair is in a war, so I won't even have to fight him. Awesome. And we are just going to go for a simple humiliation war. Imagine losing as Gawed to Gnomes and Gawvikings. Okay, so what we're going to do to begin with here is we're going to rush down Aranmas because I do not want to deal with his extra very annoying troops. And so, from experience, I can say all you need is a fort from him. Oh no, we lost some sailors. Whatever shall we do? Also, another reason I'm doing this is because I want to farm up a little bit of army tradition. I think that would be quite helpful. And yeah, we won't have to stress as hard. Go for that. And our air is calm. That is definitely not as useful. Ooh, professionalism. Yes, okay. Can always go for that. And we're literally just picking down these boys as they come in. Awesome. Thanks for coming. Have a beautiful time. I'll catch you later, Gawed troops. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. Trying to siege him down. So, simplest way to do this is to just put extra troops on his capital and leave the cav out of this. And, ooh, Nimskad's after some great... Nimskad's got some great ideas so far. But yes, we've already killed a crap ton of Gawedi troops for very little losses of our own. It's amazing how you can you can be really frustrated on a war, and then as soon as you come back to it the day after, it's the simplest thing. Okay, and I reckon we're gonna take that. Nah, we don't even need to siege the capital, we just need to sit on it to get him out. What we can do, though, is raid his land, essentially take the loot. We can do that. Help pay for this war, which we are surprisingly not in debt for. We're going to go ahead and pick up the next naval idea and the next trade idea because I would like to transfer from the Bay of Chills. We could potentially get transfer trade from Gawed because that could be useful, but we'll see how this war goes. Alright. And let's speed this up. Just verify nobody's coming south. And the reason we're targeting down Aranmas is because I just don't want to deal with an extra 10k that Gawed just has lying around. And there we go. That's really quite painless. Okay, and from him, just get out. Just get out, my guy. I have zero desire to deal with you. In fact, I would rather Gawed ally somebody else, because we can get a little bit extra out of this if we just stand on his capital. Okay, a little bit extra, yeah. Little tip. You can usually get an extra 5 of the war score that way. And, oh no, I'm not taking that amount. Really? I don't have the max? Bertus, screw you, Nimscod. I'll let him die. Alright, I guess we can take some money. No, think I'd rather watch, what's-his-face die. That would be hilarious. Okay, so we get a little bit of prestige, and we have just now black flagged our troops. And we're doing that because I want to take out these Gawedi troops right there. Oh, wow, he actually took out Gawed's capital. That's impressive. Do I want to do a hilarious move and attack him on the capital? Against my better judgment, yes. AI, never change. Okay, next up, that looks like an awesome fight. That's grasslands, we'll take it. And shift consolidate, as always. We'll go ahead and pick up the manpower recovery speed, that would be quite useful. And we'll win yet another battle. Okay, we pushed him off of there, good. Now what I'd like to do is... we'll just hunt down this guy for right now. Aha. Thanks for the cannons, numbnuts. That would be kind of a cool spell, if you could steal your opponent's cannons instead of letting them have them. And we'll go ahead and fight that battle. That looks juicy. And okay, there's Alan K's troops. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is just sit on his fort. I don't want him training troops. It gets annoying watching him train troops. Can we... We probably can. Yeah. Blockade his thingamabob. And excellent. Okay. Good tidings so far. Let's go ahead and get the spy network with Gawed back up and running. How, pray tell, is my alliance prospects with Gawed? Laurent, I should say. Okay, he likes that I'm his enemy of an enemy. Only we could get that neutral attitude to change. And I don't care too much if we lose Gawed's capital. That's really not the... That doesn't scare me. What I'm trying to do right now is max out his war exhaustion, as well as get... Yeah. Get it so we're just fighting Gawed. And perfect. There it is. Let's go ahead and just wipe out that fleet right there. Great. And okay. What now? We might be able to get away with just a carpet siege at this point. I'm a bit cautious, because we're definitely winning. I'd love for Nimscod to get kicked out of the war, but I will accept this. Okay, he's not coming down. Good. Let's go ahead and set that far south. I don't care if Nimscod's fort gets taken. I do want that money, of which I will get half. war reps then would be most useful. Okay, let's group everybody up. And that's a forest province. You know what he's probably doing? He's probably trying to get that fort back. And you know what I can do? I can roll for a... actually, no. If I just waited about 9 months, I reckon... yeah, a year, I would have the next idea group. Okay, but until that point, we gotta keep fighting them. And so we shall. And that was a pretty simple battle. We're gonna go ahead and try not to get surrounded. Go ahead. That'd be cool. Okay, we'll retreat back to Igard, because that's behind our fort line. We can worry back there. What I'm hoping is that Laurent will want to come into this war. Because he's got 105k troops. I know he has claims. Okay, Nimskad, I'm going to need you to work your magic. Let's work up that way if you could. Okay. Check. He isn't out of manpower reserves just yet. That's fine. Oh, jeez. No, don't run into that. They're gonna run into that. Alright. Well, at least that's solved for the moment. Take the mill points. Yes. Go ahead and help with the blockade. We can go ahead and get goods produced and disciplined. And okay. Gawed's got to be hurting by now. He's definitely got high war exhaustion. Nimskad is doing something. Oh, you're taking out my subjects' rebels. Okay. Why? Oh, Bjarnrik's helping you? Are they? Really? Alright, I'll have to get to that. We'll have to attend to that matter later on. Tell you what, though. Let's get everything up here fixed. And I'll sell the titles just once. Okay, and that's good. Gawed's heading down there, which means he might attempt to take out Nimskad. If he does, that's great for me, because really all I want from this war is the money and the prestige. Yes, okay, good. He's stuck on that province. He's probably coming up here to fight this one. Oh, Nimskad had a war wizard. That explains it. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, yes! 3531, that is exceptionally good. Okay, Nimskad pieced out. Good. I think. And now Nimskad formed. Alright, so I see where his troops are hiding. Gawed just brought in heavies, that's fine. And at this point, all we need to do is probably take the capital. Instead, what we're going to do, see if we can fight that army. Prevent them from taking down their thing. Taking back their vassal, I should say. Okay, good. We've got the God tier general. See if he gets a good trait. Yeah, that's the power of a good general. See if we can wipe out that army. He wants to white piece us. No, I think I can do a better job with this. And maybe we can make something happen here. Keep fighting through all of that. There's overwhelming force. Shift south. And we're gonna lose that battle. Not by much, though. In fact, looks like we lost equal numbers. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something a bit weird here and pick up a lot of mercs because... we don't have manpower. No. I'm gonna pick up a lot of mercs because I think we can win this. We just need a little bit of a push. So the way we're gonna do that is by consolidating. I'd say about 10 regiments. Yep, that'll work. Okay, then we just pick up an adventuring company and some local adventurers, and we are going to siege to our heart's content. Oh, wow. Too good. Wow. Alright, and I just need you to make... Wow, we got through that and... the assault continues into day 2, at least. Okay, buy that down. Buy that one up. And any day you want to fight, go ahead. That'd be cool. Okay. That's a good battle. I'll take it with... No, screw off, go ahead. I'll take it with one more stack of troops. Just for good measure. We can go ahead and take out a couple loans. One of these will do good. Yeah, the independent army will do fine. And we'll let these guys load up a little bit. We're not losing too much money. Okay, and he's running away. Good, as he should. Oh, we won the battle, though. Good. Excellent. And I reckon we just go for it. Ooh, yes. We go for it by going for his capital here. Nice stack wipe. 14k. And we just gotta get his capital. And I'll take the extra stability. Ooh, walls breached. Actually, we're gonna go for it. That may have seemed odd, but really what we're working here is that I just want his money. Don't even care about the war reps, really. Yeah, he'll get out with 25%. And just verify he's not coming back. He isn't. He still thinks he can win that siege. The fool. And now we just siege him out. Alright, there's 39%. We could come in with some war reps. Let's see if we can force anything else. Oh, now he's starting to come south, okay. We can get one more round here, okay, that's all we're gonna get. You're coming in on the 2nd. You will capture on the... not the 2nd. Okay. Alright, that was relatively successful as far as these things go. what can we pull up to? We could go up to about 45, huh? Well, with the humiliation, I could go as low as 500 ducats plus a humiliation. That would basically allow me to go directly into war with Bjarnrik. This gives me the cash to do so. And I now have the army tradition to do so. As opposed to taking 500 ducats more and not being able to max. Or, actually, no, that's a better idea. Take the full amount of money, take the war reps, and force him to release nations. Right? I can do the... Oh, can't do that. Whoops. Alright, but if I want to farm prestige, this is a very good way to do it. That's about as much as I'm going to get, so we'll take the grand. And that is a war where we can say, up yours, Gawed. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do the Old Faithful, where we repay some of those loans, take out new ones. And we use those new loans to do that, mostly for the autonomy. And then we pay back as many of the 4% as we need to. Yeah, good. Okay, so that leaves us with that much in debt. We can go ahead and get rid of the... You know what, we can get rid of the 4K. Not going to need them. And now we're only paying 5 ducats a month. That's enough that I feel comfortable. We can now go ahead and attack into Bjarnrik. And get you to stop supporting my stupid subjects' independence. Jeez. That's not cool. That's not very friendly. Come on now. The North is a place full of love. Speaking of supporting independence, I'm going to go ahead and do that for Sedvik. And okay, let's get you attacked. We'll bring in the Gnomish hierarchy and Cold Market. Funnily enough, the Gnomish hierarchy still wants to come in, and the goal for this war is going to be. Tell you what, let's go straight for his capital, and the reason we're doing that is so we can get the war score ticking. Reason we're doing this, for more money, of course, and for some power protection. Alright. And hopefully I'll be able to take enough land off of him. I was hoping for this kind of a deal, yes. And nobody's going to really care. You can go ahead and do this much to him, get 100%. And yeah, that should be acceptable. There's colonialism. Just do a brief check. How are you doing, Mr. Frozen Maw? Frozen Maw is still really strong. But luckily I don't see anything... I don't see anybody from Bjarnrik. Oh, nice! Free war exhaustion buy down. Nice. With any luck, we won't even have to fight a battle. Though I'd like to keep this army tradition up. I should probably get some new generals before we go ahead and lose all that. Move those boats up there. And okay, we figured out where he is. Let's get... Holy crap! What is that? What is that? That's a 454. My goodness. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, there's capital. It's gonna go by a lot quicker now that we have access. Oh, do we? We don't even have to fight him. Okay, well, I get the trade efficiency. That'll be helpful. And do I even really want to fight him? Not particularly. I can just siege down his land. He doesn't want to fight me. But I don't have to pay the money. I guess there really is no reason to fight him. So, yeah, we'll just take it. Get wrecked, beyond wrecked. Okay, and we completely cut off his coast, meaning there's no way he can... Oh, never mind, I forgot he did have one single island. Alright, and with that, you should be friendly now. I'm not going to pay off your 300 ducat debt, and we are in a much better spot. And that'll go on its own. That would also be useful. Go with the manpower, because I need the manpower. Okay, good. Now I just need to check. All of this is going. We should have... No, you got rid of the trolls! Why? You had them accepted, you moron! You idiot! Why would you get rid of the trolls? I'm pretty sure you can easily convert a culture back into its original culture, but we'll know that in about 2 seconds here. Unbelievable. Got rid of the trolls. That is unforgivable offense. Okay, so that'll be done in 1607. Probably sooner, since we'll have more diplomatic rep by the time that comes to fruition. Come back from that. And then we will also get some claims on you. Still no on the alliance, huh? Oh, closer. I have a feeling we're going to need the Gnomish hierarchy still. Tell you what, though. Can turn off that. Don't need to spend money. And we got a crap ton of rebels. Just buy it down. Oh, and Grombar actually formed. They still don't have their mill ideas. Gold Market, Everwharf, and Frostwall would join me. That seems like it's a good... Ooh, maybe now's the time because he doesn't have... Doesn't have anybody. Tell you what, let's offer you an alliance. I'd like to make sure you don't get wrecked. And Sedvik wouldn't... Okay. Good news is, we are definitely in a better position to make this attack. Best news is, this is all going to be done. Now, let's see if it's possible to convert it back. Oh, that's right, you can't convert it because it has separate... Oh. Stupid AI. Why would you You had them accepted. Gah, moron. Baboon. Fool. Okay, that is perfectly fine though, because we can just... Why did I send that? Those guys. This will be fine though, because we will have you annexed soon. Probably a couple... 2 years it looks like. Once that's done, we almost have full control over the Serpent's Head node. In fact, what I can do here, I can bump that up a little bit. Looks like Chelmador's taking a significant chunk. I'm not, because I am collecting from trade, not in my original city. Still, though, once we have Chelmador, it'll be under control. And yeah, should be good to go. Go ahead and revoke, because that's one way we're making money at this point, and because they'll be happy in a little bit after that. And alt. No need to take the inflation. Alright, and we can probably take another vassal, although I have no idea who. Adshaw maybe would be a good candidate. Because Gawed wouldn't help them. Plus I know they have quite a few claims all over the place. Adshaw maybe. Maybe Dineshk. Yeah, I'll be able to get claims on Dineshk. I would have to break my alliance with these two though. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, but even if all that fails, the easiest person to fight would probably be Gawed, with the gnomes' help. And I say that because we still want to go through Gawed, because we want to get all these coastal provinces to be ours. And speaking of the devil, there is the Ravages of War dealt with. Okay, so let's improve with you two. And then let's improve with Laurent, because if we can call him into a war, that would be pretty great. As much as I hate having to keep Grombar alive, I can't beat him. Not yet. Not just yet. Okay. Let's let him get annexed. What I'm going to do next, then, is... Good. You're eaten. Nom nom nom. There's some free land that's not even... Oh. Yeah. It's already partly done with. There's a comment. Oh, joy. And I think this is the game where we're going to go tolerance, mostly because I don't want to bother with converting all this land. Years of Separatism would also be helpful. And you have a heavy. Really pushing me. Okay. We got our armies basically figured out. We got some god tier generals. We can get some more if we need be. And now I'm going to take a little break here. Try and come up with a good strategy for our next move, which I think will be Gawed, but I've got to think through some of this. So with that, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.